Hey there, crew. We are going to read Arrow to the Sun, which is a Pueblo Native American tale. So it's going to relate to our Pueblo storytellers and the Pueblo people, and this is an example of a story that can be passed down from generation to generation. I also love the colors and illustrations and symbols within. So here we go. Arrow to the Sun, a Pueblo tale. Long ago, the Lord of the Sun sent the spark of life to the earth. So here's his arrow traveling down from the sun to a little Pueblo house, Pueblo village in the southwest United States. It traveled down the rays of the sun through the heavens, and it came to the Pueblo. There it entered the house of a young maiden. And here she is, perhaps sculpting, right there. I love the warm colors, some geometric and organic shapes together. Love it. In this way, the boy came into the world of men. And then he grew up. So awesome symbols and patterns, and again, warm colors. He lived and grew and played in the Pueblo, but the other boys would not let him join their games. "Where's your father?" they asked. "You have no father." They mocked him and chased him away. The boy and his mother were sad. "Mother," he said one day, "I must look for my father, no matter where he is. I must find him," he said. So the boy left home on a journey. He traveled through the world of men and came to the corn planter. "Can you lead me to my father?" he asked. Corn planter said nothing, but continued to tend his crops. So cool symmetry in the corn, another symbol there for farming. So here's the boy asking the corn planter, but he's getting ignored. The boy went to the Popmaker next. "Can you lead me to my father?" asked the boy. Popmaker said nothing, but continued to make her clay pots. So again, pottery, clay, artworks, very important to the Pueblo people, and very important to us too. She's kind of got the Princess Leia hair going on. Then the boy went to Arrow Maker, who was a very wise man. "Can you lead me to my father?" Arrow Maker did not answer, but because he was wise, he saw that the boy had come from the sun. So he created a special arrow, and the boy became the arrow, a symbol. And there he is, transforming into the arrow. Arrow Maker fitted the boy to his bow and drew it back. The boy flew into the heavens. In this way, the boy traveled back to the sun. And there he goes. Back to the sun where he came from. And these fun patterns kind of represent stars. At least that's what I think. So the stars in the sky, there's the boy going back to the sun. When the boy saw the mighty Lord, he cried, "Father, it is I, your son." "Perhaps you are my son," the Lord replied. "Perhaps you are not. You must prove yourself. You have to pass through the 4 chambers of ceremony, the kiva of lions, the kiva of serpents, the kiva of bees, and the kiva of lightning." So 4 challenges. The boy was not afraid. "Father," he said, "I will endure these trials." He's climbing in. There's the lions. The geometric and jagged lines make them seem a little scarier. Well, he passed the lions. Next is the serpents. And here they are. Well, he passed that one. On to the abejas, the bees. Another good example of symmetry, bees, insects. And then look, the honeycomb. He's tasting the honey. Sweet victory. Oh no, lightning is next. The jagged lines, and he looks a little different now. Looks like he's getting struck by lightning. But again, I love the symbolic illustrations. You may want to utilize some of these in your sculpture. When the boy came from the kiva of lightning, he was transformed. He was filled with the power of the sun. So again, kind of struck by the lightning, and then he comes out with all the colors of the sun. His father. Boom. The father and his son are rejoiced. Now you must return to earth, my son, and bring my spirit to the world of men. So spread the happiness and warmth of the sun. So, the poor boy's back in the arrow, draw back, and release. Once again, the boy becomes the arrow, and when the arrow reached the earth, the boy emerged and went to the Pueblo again. So circling back to the beginning, he's back to earth, but he's looking a little different, a little more colorful. The people celebrated his return in the dance of life, a tradition for the Pueblo. And there's his mom in the background watching, very proud. The end. So, a great example of symbolic illustrations, culture, and storytelling passing down from generation to generation and using those traditions as a way of life. So, hopefully this inspired you a little bit. Continue to think about any stories that you and your family or community pass down and cherish, and maybe that can be part of your sculpture and your story. Adios.